It's the Refined Reseller. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. I recently made a big score at an estate sale, and in this video I'm going to tell you what I did so I would have the best chance of getting the items that I truly wanted. So check it out. If you do your homework before going to an estate sale, you can sometimes get the items that you want the most, but again, you have to do your homework. Well, I did my homework and I got just what I wanted. I'm going to show you how I did it, but first, please take the time to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Find out all about it. You don't want to miss this. All across the country, upcoming estate sales are posted on a website, and that website is estatesales.net. So let's go there and I will show you exactly what you need to do to get what you want. So here I am on the website estatesales.net. I just typed in Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, and I came across a sale that I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So here is the sale. It's July 23rd, 24th, and 25th, so it's coming right up. So when I look through the pictures and I'm looking at stuff that I would want to buy, and I'm scrolling down, and I get to this picture right here. This kind of piques my interest because there's a picture of the rock band Styx from maybe 1980, and there's also some Star Wars stuff. So I'm going to click this picture. And what I see here is interesting to me because this is some vintage stuff. Again, you have the Styx poster from 1980 from the album The Grand Illusion. You have Star Wars Darth Vader figure here. You have Batman. You have a vintage Batman costume. You also have some other Star Wars stuff and some other comic books as well. So when I look at this picture, this is what I learned from watching it. I'm assuming that this is probably not in a bedroom because there are no drapes on this window. So when I look out the window, I see an SUV parked in the driveway. So if this is the front entrance to the house, when I am in the driveway looking at the house, the room that I want to go into is on the left side. So again, if you go in like over here where this SUV is parked, I would walk in the house and I would take a left turn and probably go into a living room that is right off the entrance way. At least that is what I'm thinking. So that's how I do it, and that's how you should do it as well. I'm going to click one more picture. This is some more vintage stuff. It's on a very similar table, so this is probably in the same room. There is actually a snow cone maker that I actually had when I was a kid. So this is from like the 1960s, maybe the 1970s. Anyway, it's old. As you can see, you have Mickey Mouse. Maybe this is Donald Duck, I'm not sure, one of the Disney characters. You have another vintage costume. You have a Spider-Man costume, some old robots, and some stuff that actually does have value. If I click one more picture, you will see that this is a pedal car, an old pedal car from the 1960s. This is probably under that table. So all of that stuff is in the same room. So again, if I were to go to this estate sale, the minute I got into the house, I would take a left turn and try to find all of this good stuff. So like I told you, I recently went to an estate sale and I bought all of these models from the 1960s made by the Aurora Plastics Company. I know they have a lot of value and I really wanted them. So what I did was, again, I went to estatesales.net and I noticed that the models were in a bedroom. I could tell by the pictures. So the estate sale started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I got there at 10 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours ahead of time. And when I got there, there were already 2 people in line. The first person is a lady that I knew who has an antique booth in a mall. She wasn't looking for these. I know that she wasn't. However, the second person in line was a guy who resells on eBay just like I do. And I was really disappointed. It's like, man, he beat me by 10 minutes and he's going to get all of the models and I'm not going to get anything. But when they opened the doors at 1 o'clock, I wasn't going to run in there and try to get these first because I was being fair. He had the first option because he got there before I did. So we started walking down the hallway. He took her right into the living room. I kept going to the back bedroom, and there were all of these models, and I bought every one that I wanted. I bought all of them. And let me show you exactly what it is I got. First up is the creature from the Black Lagoon. I actually have 3 of these, but only one of these have the box. And of course, with a box, it is much more valuable. Let's take a look at one that recently sold without the box. As you can see, this one sold for $151. There were 8 bids, and the person probably could have gotten $200 for this if they would have done a better picture. It is an absolutely horrible picture, and I want to show you the one that I have posted. So I think, because my picture is better, and that has a lot to do with how much you might get for a sale, is how good your picture is. And again, here is what mine looks like. So I'm hoping to get at least $200 for this creature from the Black Lagoon. I also have these 2 right here. I do not have the boxes. I have not cleaned these up yet. These have been sitting in someone's closet for more than 50 years. But I'm going to clean them up, and I think I can get $100 for this one and $100 for this one. And I'll be straight up with you, I paid $30 for each of these, so I paid a total of $300 as I have 10 of them. Next up is Superman. This is from 1963, and as you can see, the model is blue. For the most part, it has not been painted on the back. They have painted the boots and the cape, but of course that can be painted over. I have this on auction, and let me show you what one recently sold for. Here it is, the Superman without a box, sold for $250. So I'm going to put this on auction and see what happens. Next, I have the model of the Lone Ranger and his horse Silver. I do not have the box for this one, but this one recently sold, as you can see, for $125. And I want to talk about the picture. Somebody went outside, put this on a table, and took a picture of it with trees in the background and the blue sky. Now, it's not that bad of a picture. However, when Google looks at this, I'm not sure that Google can tell that this is the Lone Ranger and that it's a model. It might just see the trees and have it as trees. So if somebody searches on Google for the Lone Ranger Aurora model, their picture may not come up because Google does not know that it is the Lone Ranger. Whenever you take a picture, you want to take it on a white background. So let me show you the one that I have listed. As you can see, it looks much better, and you can definitely tell that it is the Lone Ranger. Next up, I have King Kong with the famous picture of him with a woman in his hand. And I'm going to list this one, I think, starting at $99.99. There is a little issue with it. His mouth fell out. I do have the rest of his mouth somewhere around here. It can be glued back in. I tried to get it back in and I couldn't quite do it. But King Kong fighting on the top of the Empire State Building. Next, I've got Godzilla. This is from 1962. It has not been painted. It is all one color. And I think I can get a pretty good price for this one, maybe as much as $100. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Godzilla, you know the scene from where he is being shot at by the Japanese and he's tearing down all of the power lines. A famous scene from the Godzilla movie. Next, we have the Wolfman. Here he is right here. This one has sold recently for $134. It was put on auction and there were 19 bids. So I'm going to list this one starting at $99.99 and see what happens. And you know the story of the Wolfman, just a man who changes into a wolf. I also have Frankenstein from 1962. This is him just walking straight at you from a grave site. This recently sold for $80 on eBay, as you can see right here. It's in relatively good shape. A lot of these have some discoloring of the glue, and if somebody would like to, they could take this apart, they could paint it and put it back together again. And one last one, this is the Hunchback of Notre Dame. It too is unpainted. Again, I paid $30 for each of these. I probably shouldn't have bought this one because as you can see, it sold right here for probably less than $59.99 because somebody took a best offer. So I really don't think I'm going to make a lot of money on the Hunchback of Notre Dame, but I do have all of the other ones. And the Hunchback of Notre Dame was a very popular movie back in the 1960s, and I think this is from 1963. So again, here are all of the items that I bought in an estate sale for $30 each. I paid $300 and I got them because I did my homework. That's all I have for you today. If you want to score big at an estate sale, you're going to have to do your homework as well. Be sure to check all the pictures that are on estatesales.net and try to figure out where in the house the items that you want are. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope you learned something from watching this video. If you did, please take the time to like it, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. This is the Refined Reseller saying, as always, do like me, buy low, sell high, good sourcing, good selling, and I'll see you next time.